welcome back to the channel. On today's episode, we are going to continue our journey into Gloomhaven with Jaws of the Lion. We are doing Scenario 2, again, just gaining a little bit more rules, a little bit more complexity, nothing too crazy. It's a fairly quick scenario, just kind of showcasing a couple extra mechanics. Yeah, we're going to keep going. I did say during the gameplay, though, I would love to hear some name ideas for Hatchet and the Red Guard. I'm very bad at naming things, but, you know, it is what it is. Anyway, if you like this content, you want to see more of it, please like it, share it, subscribe, do all that stuff so that I know you guys want to keep seeing more Gloomhaven on the channel. And without being said, let's get started. Alright, welcome back down to the table. We're ready to begin Scenario 2. And as we're moving on, basically we set this up. We got the scenario map into play. Our characters, we have added, as you saw at the end of the last episode, we have added our B cards. There's one. Oh, this must be the other one. Yeah. So we've added our cards that now have the letter B right here on them. Oh. Come on, stay with me. There it is. All right. And we're going to add a couple new things. We're going to add money tokens. Every time you pick one of these up, it equates to 2 gold, which you can use to buy items, and that'll come at the end of the scenario. Treasure tiles. Each treasure has a number on it, I believe, and then you go to the back of the book, the reference book, and it tells you what the treasure is worth. There's trap tiles. These are 3 damage traps in this scenario, and then there's doors. Doors separate the room, so you don't set up monsters in the second room until you've revealed or opened the door. We also get our basic actions, so 2 attack, 2 move. If you can't do anything else, as you saw last episode, I was stuck on a couple turns. Lost actions, if you play a card that has this icon, you lose it for the rest of the scenario. Looting, which is money and treasures. The area effect tiles, red just means shows you where you can attack or you can't attack. Let's see what else. The push and pull. Pushing and pulling is going to, you know, if you need to push a monster into a trap, which I think we can do turn 1. And then you can also negate damage by losing a card, either 1 in your hand or 2 in your discard pile. That's like a last-ditch effort to stay alive. It is possible to fail a scenario, although hopefully we will not be doing that this time. The monster abilities, they now have a deck. Instead of just being a 50 initiative and, you know, 1 move to attack, they now have cards that will tell us what they are intending to do that turn. And ranged attacks, and that's pretty much what we need to know for Scenario 2. Again, pretty straightforward. Just adding a couple more little twists with the trap tiles, the money, the basic Vermling Raider cards. I'll shuffle these up real quick too. And that's kind of getting us started with a couple more rules, which is nice. Alright, Scenario 2. Let's see. A hole in the wall. The tracks are easy to... the goal, just to kill all the enemies. Nothing major. We don't have to destroy anything. We just got to wipe the board. Introduction. The tracks are easy to spot. Vermlings have never been known for their subtlety. You follow the scratching and indicators of body being dragged until you find yourself approaching the walls of Gloomhaven. The sun is very low, but something isn't right. That isn't just a shadow cast across the lower section of the wall. It's a hole. The Vermlings have made a nest for themselves by burrowing into the wall itself. How industrious. You crouch low and try to sneak closer, but they must have guards watching the entrance. There's a shrill shrieking, and then a number of Vermlings jump from the dark, brandishing their dull, poorly made weapons. No choice now but to defend yourself. Luckily, you've managed to get your second wind, but you will definitely need a nice long bath after this ordeal. Special rules. Make sure each character has swapped out 2 of their ability cards, A for the B, which we've done. And this is showing us how to set everything up. And then put this back open. And we will set everything up. Treasure there. Trap tiles. You don't set up the monsters, but I do set up the trap tiles since they do not move. They are where they are. Boom, boom, boom. Then we get some money tokens. And then we'll place one here, and one back there. And then we have our blue exclamation point will show us, hey, that's a door. And then, I don't think I did this last time. I don't know if I can do it here. Can't really see here, but did paint these. Get a little bit closer maybe. There we go. Did paint these. Not the best painter, but I do enjoy it. It brings a little life to the game. Nope, that's all blurry now. All right. We'll start him there. And then hatchet. If we can get it to focus, maybe. There it goes. Kind of a dusty brown and yellow. I got a couple of buddies that are really, really talented with this stuff. I dabble. I do enough to make it look, look good enough. Okay, so here we go. I'll shuffle these up too while we're at it. All right. Set this aside here so it's not in the way. Let's begin. All right. Let's see. Hatchet. I believe he's got a push. And an attack. Okay, and the red guard, let's see. There be attack 3, range 2, pull 1. Not yet. Move 6, attack 2, attack 3, attack 2. We want to move. I think that's what we want to do. All right. So 24, 41, and let's see what these guys, let's shuffle these up real quick. There's only 4 of them. It's hard to shuffle 4 cards. Who knows? I think later on they get a improved deck so that you're not 85. Okay. So they're going third. We'll put them at the bottom. Hatchet's going first and Red Guard's going second. All right. So ready to... These guys are a little bit off screen, but that's okay. You can still see them. All right. All right. All right, so Hatchet's going to go first. His first move is going to be move 3, push 2. So I don't have to use all of my movements, of course. I'll move right there. I'm going to push number 5. Yeah, 5. 1, 2. He will go into the trap, trigger it, and he'll take 3 damage. So that was that one. And then for my top attack, ooh, yeah. So I have a range 3. Oh, man. Yeah, it's not focusing. Hold on. All right. There it goes. Attack 2, range 3, target 2. So we're going to first attack number 5 with a 2. here. 2 plus 0. So that's enough to kill number 5. And number 5 is going to drop a money token there. Okay. And then for my second one, 1, 2, 3, he can attack for 2 plus 1. So that's a 3. And that's on number 1. That's Hatchet's turn. Pretty productive. And he ended his turn on the money, so he gets to just automatically loot that. And he'll get that at the end of his turn. Or at the end of the scenario, rather. Okay, the red guard. We are going to move 3. 1, 2, 3 here. And then 2 adjacent enemies suffer 2 damage. So he does another 2 damage to him. Since he already has 3, that's 5. That's enough to take out him. He drops some money. And then range of 2. 1, 2. This card, they don't move. They just attack and they push adjacent enemies. So nothing happens with those guys. But this does get shuffled in. And that's the end of the round. And now we're going to round 2. What I want to do with the hatchet. He needs to move 4, loot 1, but that's a lost. Move 3, move 5. Yeah, move 5 sounds good. And then range 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. So I'll do that. And then for the red guard, I think we're going to use our loot 1. Everything 1 hex away. And we're going to do a ranged attack with immobilize. Ooh, but this one pulls him into the trap. Ooh, alright, what did I say? The loot. Alright, these are the 2 cards I'm playing for sure. So we'll set those aside. Do I want to loot? Do I want to get loot crazy, or do I want to... You know what? Let's get loot crazy. And for the Vermling Raiders, they're at a 50. This is their base. Basically what we were doing last game. So they're going to go second. Hatchet 1. Vermling Raiders 2. And then the red guard. Alright, so Hatchet. He is going to move 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. This triggers that. So now we spawn enemies. And I think I'll stop there. And then I'll do my attack 3, range 3, 1, 2, 3 on number 1. So I will do a 3 attack. Minus 1 is 2. Number 1. Okay, so now the Vermling Raiders, since I opened the door, these guys will not activate. Their move plus 0, so they all move 1 towards someone, and then their attack plus 0. But they're not doing a ranged attack, so we don't have to worry about that. And now the red guard will loot plus 1, or loot 1 hex. So both of these. And then we will attack 2, range 2. Oh. Yeah, the looting. The looting. Yeah. Oh, can't do that because range 2 is too far away. Sometimes you get loot crazy. That's what happens. Alright. So, end of that round. We are now on to round 3. Yep. We're going to do that. The red guard is going to move 6. I can still just do a base move 2. I think that's what I'll do. He'll go there. And the Vermling Raiders, 59. Okay, so Raiders are going 3rd. Hatchet's going 1st. Red Guard's going 2nd. And let's see. Hatchet goes 1st. We are going to move 2. 1 right there. And this one has a second little thing at the bottom there. Move 2. If it'll focus. Camera's messing up today. There it is. Move 2. All adjacent units suffer 1 damage. So that's 3 for him. And then I will do my close cuts. Attack 3. All enemies in the target area suffer 3 damage. So he's going to do 3 plus 0. But that's enough for him to be defeated and to drop a money coin. And then for the red guard, he will do a base move of 2. I'm going to use my basic move of 2 here. Over here. And then I will do attack 2. Target all adjacent enemies. All adjacent enemies suffer 2 damage plus a separate modifier. So 2 damage plus have we not done damage to him yet? Plus 0. So 2 damage to number 3. Interesting. Interesting. Looks like we're going to take a little damage. That's okay. So they go. They don't move this turn. They're just attacking range 2. Not in range here, but he is in range there. So he'll attack the red guard with an attack plus 0. 2 minus 1. So he hits me for 1. So we'll drop this guy down from 10 down to 9. And they don't move, so that's the end of that. There's no refreshers on any of this, but we are going to have to short rest. So, Hatchet will short rest, and he will discard at random this card. Double throw. Red Guard will short rest. He will discard Desert Knight. Or he'll lose that one, rather. Which is a bummer, because that move 6 is really good. Alright, Red Guard. Let's see what we gotta do. Attack 3, yes. And then we need to move. Or do we loot? That's the question. We're going to attack 3 for sure, and then we're going to move 4, I think. You know what? Change my mind. We're going to attack 3. We'll just use our base move. But I want to have a high one. Alright. Wait. No, I want that one, and I want this one. Okay. Whoa. Alright. do? I'll move 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then do I have a ranged attack? I do. That's what we'll do with Hatchet. The Vermling Raiders are going 36. Ooh, interesting. They will be moving. They're going to have a ranged attack. Okay, who goes first? Red Guard goes first. Then the Hatchet. Then the Vermling Raiders. Red Guard. Let's see. First, he's going to attack 3 with Mobilize, plus modifier, plus 0. That's enough to do damage for him. He's gone. He's going to drop some money. Then we're going to loot 1. Loot all that. And that'll be his turn. Hatchet then goes. He is going to move 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then he will attack for 3. Range 3. 3 plus a modifier of 1. That's 4. Oh, 3's gone. And that's number 5. He takes 4 damage. And then I ended my turn on this, so I get to loot that. And we'll look that up here in a second. But first, the Vermling Raiders are going to go. They get to move 1, and then he will do an attack of range 2 minus 1. So 1 attack plus modifier plus 1. So 2 attack to the Hatchet, or Gary. He's down to 6 health. Alright, so now we're going to need to that's what we're going to do. We're going to do that. Oh, let's do this first. I do believe whenever you loot treasure chests, you get it right away. So if we turn to the back here, this was treasure tile number 14. Number 14. So we go to our checklist here, number 14, gain 3 money tokens. How about that? 1, 2, 3. Take this treasure chest away then. Indicate we've done that. Gotta figure out some red guards. Let's see, what's he gonna do? I guess we'll just move 4 and just do that. Okay, the Vermling Raiders are going to go last. Now, if we kill the Vermling Raiders, we still do get to finish out the round, pick up all the last little bit of loot. That is a round. But Hatchet's going first. I got to think of some names for these guys. I can't just keep calling them Hatchet. Got to think of some names. If you have any ideas for names, feel free to leave them down in the comments. I'm very bad at picking names. I tried to name this channel like 3 times. Couldn't land on one, so we just called it My Tabletop. Alright, what am I doing? We are going to move 4 and loot 1. 1, 2, 3, and loot 1. So we'll loot both of those. This gets lost. Then we're going to attack 3 at range of 3. 1, 2, 3. Attack 3, range of 3. Modifier, plus 0. That's enough to take him out. And we'll drop the money there for him. The Red Guard. He will do a move of 4 on here, and he'll end his turn to grab that last loot. And that's it. That's scenario 2. Pretty cut and dry, pretty quick and easy. Yeah. Introduced a little bit more things. Money, treasure tiles, traps. These guys get a deck now. It's not anything too hard yet. We're still kind of going through that. We're still building. I'm going to get all this stuff up. And we're going to read the concluding text. Oops. Okay. So we've gone into the hole. We've defeated the raiders. And now let's see what it says. With the foul nest cleansed of those wretched creatures, you take your time searching every nook. Surely the city guard will want to know about this. It can't be safe to have vermlings tunneling through walls. It's hard enough to fend off their raids as it is. Eventually you do manage to find an unexpectedly large amount of gold under some rotten wooden boards. Sifting through the treasure, you also find a strange note. In crude scratching, it details some business arrangements between the vermlings and someone by the name of Roland. Apparently, in exchange for a supply of fresh corpses, Roland would pay the vermlings in gold, and judging by the amount here, the vermlings have managed to kill quite a few people before you put an end to it. It is the best lead you have, so it's time to ferret out this Roland character, after resting at the Sleeping Lion, of course. Our rewards for today, 25 gold each, the item shop opens up, and we get the Black Ship location. And we'll go to our little tutorial, step-by-step guidebook. Let's see what this says here. It says, congratulations on completing Scenario 2. Remember, the scenario doesn't end until the round of which the goal was completed, so you might have extra time, pick up last-minute loot, which we did. Then we read the conclusion text, and we got the sticker for Scenario 3. Fully refresh all the cards, maximum value, we'll get 25 gold. So then it goes on to tell you each money token is worth 2 gold. Each character adds that to their collection on top of the 25. And now this is going to go over the city interaction, the items. We can now buy items. I believe, items 1 through 13 are now available. So yeah, so now we have that. And then on the next episode, we'll be playing Scenario 3. We'll get some more action mechanics, some more things, jump, shield, bonuses, all of that good stuff, as we continue our march through Gloomhaven. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Please feel free to share, subscribe, all that good stuff like I said before. We'll go over kind of a recap next time of everything, and until then, have a good one.